Hey, good morning. We're going to be taking a look at a few things. State of the Union meeting today, nothing too special, but then we're going to be watching the Dow ETF. I'm watching a play on that. So you can kind of see here we have on the 1 hour, we have the 200 SMA here, but also the 50 EMA supporting down here. Um, but you kind of see we've had these moves down, bounce up, moves down. So what I could be anticipating is this is no different than this action right here. Let me show you right here. So you see that action right there where it popped down, um, hit the 50, kind of made a rising wedge in a sense, and then it popped up to the 200 SMA. This could just be doing the same thing because I mean, you look at this kind of like head and shoulders right here before it moved down. It's kind of the same thing right here before it moved down, and now we're gonna see this. We could see the same wedge here forming. Um, and then it's going to be a little smaller because it looks like it could break any day now. But then it might make a move up back to the 200 retracement before making this head and shoulders again before moving back down. It could do that. It doesn't have to do that, but it definitely could. So what I'm kind of seeing now is because it's got the 50 EMA, it's already up at the 50 EMA. You can kind of see here it was consolidating before it got to the 50 EMA. The 50 EMA is already here. It's been here for a while now, and we can also see that there's kind of a bull pennant forming here. So it's kind of like this. So it's a bull pennant, which is a continuation. It goes breaks up, continue some consolidation, and then another continuation up to the SMA. So that could be the move on the Dow. That looks like a good pattern, right? Because considering looking at the history, the recent history, it's done that. Um, and we're also kind of watching gold with oil rising and all that war still going on. So we're still watching gold, which looks like it's the gold trust. We got this big pullback from the Ukrainian incursion down past the 50 EMA, but then it's consolidating, and it looks like it's starting to want to consolidate above this consolidation. So it might have a breakout today, maybe back to 185, 184, 185. That could be a nice move. We're kind of waiting for the RSI. It is at 55, so above 50. And then as far as the Dow was concerned, that's also above 50. So could see both going on. Other than that, I want to see if there's any other good trades available. Those are nice breakdowns, though. I only have one trade, so it's like I could do one of those too. But we'll pay attention to those. It could always break down. You never really know with it. Um, but we have about 20 more minutes until market open. I'll see you guys then. All right, so here looks like what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch Rivian. So Lucid had the production numbers out and it failed miserably. Show you guys what it. So here it is. It dropped from 29.05 at the tops of yesterday to it's gonna open up at 24.62. So that was a pretty big drop for that. And it's still going. So I think we're seeing that they probably said something along with supply chain issues, high costs of production, all that. And so I'm thinking there might be some sympathy play within the EVs. So we have Rivian is like the closest to it. I wouldn't even put Tesla in there because they're pretty established now, and they have good news like about their gigafactory in Berlin and all that. But we do have Rivian here. Market opens about 1 minute 30 seconds. So here's kind of the breakdown. Here we had this bearish pennant forming. Now it broke out to the downside, could not make new lows. It just tapped it almost like a double bottom, right? At 50 and came back up into range pretty much. Didn't want to break above. It also has a 200 SMA here. So we have a few options. It might want to break up to the 200 SMA and get rejected and then push down. Um, or I might just want to break down now. So we're gonna watch that in the background too. That's totally an option that we can play. So I'm gonna put that over there. We're gonna watch that for breakdowns there. Market's gonna open in 45 seconds. As we watch those, just set alerts. As we watch those, we'll see if the opportunity arises for us to trade those. Also, kind of watching Boeing might come down for a pop to 197. That could be a possibility. All right, I'll let you guys know when I get in on my trade. Okay, we're getting in on Boeing. Let's see what we got. On that. Very nice. Okay, yes, the Dow is splitting too. I'll show you guys. I'm also looking at the Dow to see performance-wise. Dow is at the top of the range too. Remember, I was talking about this earlier in the video. It tried to break out, couldn't. So what we're seeing now is just a continuation back into range. And if we do see the Dow move back to in the range, we could see it hit back down to like 335. It's not going to go all at once though. So it's the same thing with Boeing with this breakout. I'll show you guys on the. You kind of see, so there was this, climb up, and now there's a break of trend. And now, since it's broken that support, it's got to find the next level of support. We could see some at 198. We could see some at 200, especially since it's a very psychological number. So remember, my price target is around this 200 level. It's getting really close. So this might make a newer low, but we got to see. Hopefully this doesn't. If this starts losing strength, then we'll see a larger pullback soon. All right, all right. So I'm going to take 3 off the table. Locked in 3. So there's that 200 level playing really nicely in there. That 200 level is playing very nicely in there. So then people will get ready to exit. And what I'll do is I'll take. There you go. I just took it all out. It hit my price target. Let's not get too greedy. We'll just kind of watch this run down as it is right now. But it's getting close to wanting to do a bigger bounce anyways. There you go. We're happy with that. Let's not get too greedy. Let's do this slow and steady. I only have a $195 profit today. I feel like that was a really good setup to get into. We just got to keep doing those all day. And here we go. We've seen now a nice bounce back up to 200 or 198 level as like a resistance now. It wants to retest that. Make sure, hey, that now is my new ceiling. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing. So we could have definitely seen some more run. Here's that break of support. It's moving down. If we were to fibs retrace from top to bottom here, it just hit the 38.2. That's another thing that is so perfect about that level that we just got out at. The 38.2, the 50, the 61, 8. Those are all really great levels to pay attention to. But we took our profits. I could have left one run. And that's totally okay. We were happy with the 195 we made. Other than that, that is the day. 195 on Boeing. We're happy with that. We'll slowly grind back up. I will see you guys next time.